Hi, my name's Brad. I'm sharing this little snapshot of what it's like to have fibromyalgia. It's a devastating disease that attacks your body, your skin, your muscles, your nerves, and it's basically 24-hour chronic pain. And it changes every day. It shifts through your body. One day it's your arms, one day it's your back, your legs, maybe just your ankles, your wrists. Um, some days get a little bit better, some days are worse. It's a strange disease that nobody really understands. There's a lot of out there. There's really a lot out there about nothing. There's a lot out there saying there are different things that have worked, and I have not found that until recently. I'm going to tell you what a day is like with fibromyalgia so that you understand that, or if you know somebody that has these kind of issues, then maybe you'll have a better understanding and empathy and share with them that there is some hope for this. Getting up in the morning is excruciating with back pain, just trying to get out of bed. I've had days I've had to roll off the bed of the couch and get up slowly, crawling to a stand. Um, just even going into the restroom for fear of when I sit down in the toilet, I am going to not be able to get back up because it hurts so bad in my legs and in my lower back, and it hurts to pull or push with my arms. Getting dressed, again, is just challenging because I have to sit on the edge of the bed to even put socks on because it hurts so bad to reach over and stretch. And even buttoning my shirts, and sometimes my wrists and fingers would hurt so bad that it was hard to even do that. Opening a jar of peanut butter, for instance, would be just like one day fine, the next day I couldn't even do it without my wrists and my hands having so much pain that it was impossible. Trying to cook. Everything has to be changed in the kitchen so that all the pans and glassware and plates and everything is at desk level or lower because it's so difficult to reach because it would hurt in my arms so bad to reach up that I couldn't pull things down. Or if I could pull them down, I didn't know if my grip would be good enough. It's not a lack of muscle, it's a lack of just, you're just not sure because it hurts so bad if you're going to drop it or not. Walking down a flight of stairs for me was extremely difficult because I didn't know if my legs would buckle, and there was no way I could run downstairs without falling over. And I did fall over a few times. It gets so painful at times you don't want to even go to dinner with people or socialize too much because you can't sit still long enough. Movement is about the only thing that helps. Even though that's counterintuitive, it's painful, but it helps if you can kind of keep moving. Unfortunately, you have to stop at some point, and that's where the pain starts setting back in again. I've woken in the middle of the night and had to go to the kitchen table and just hold on to the chair because I was racked with so much pain that just standing there was the only thing I could do. Sleeping, there was not even a chance that was going to happen, and doing any other kind of movement hurt, but for some reason that didn't at that moment. And I would just cry, just praying that this would end and that somehow there would be a relief, and it just never came. I can go on and on about that, but that gives you a pretty good summary of what that's like. Mentally, it is probably worse because you can't get your head around it because you're not doing anything wrong, you're not doing anything different. It just came on one day and didn't go away. And no matter all the changes that I've made, try to get more exercise, walking more, trying to sleep more, trying to get as much rest as possible, I was still fatigued just out of the pain alone. And I am somebody that doesn't sleep a lot normally anyway. And it was really starting to cut into that to the point where I think I was sleeping maybe 45 minutes at a clip, and that was about all I could take before waking up in pain. You share this with people, and even your doctors, they kind of look at you like you're a little nuts because you don't, they run tests on you and they go on and on and on about how you're perfectly healthy. Because my blood work comes back phenomenally well, always has and still is, but I'm still in chronic pain. Then there's just your friends you try to share this with, and they don't believe you. They think you're just you're exaggerating it, or it's a little over the top. And it is. It is over the top. It's painful. And it's hard to explain. And when no one listens, you just stop talking about it, even though it never is gone. And you just cover it up as much as you can so that you look like you're living a normal life, even though it's far from it. So this is what's happened 2.5 weeks ago. I went to see an acupuncturist because I was running out of my own thought process. I've read everything I can read. I've seen doctors. I've done all the things I could think of doing. And she suggested first off to try diet. And we did some acupuncture. I went on a very strict diet and I'm still on it today. I cannot describe how different I feel today than I did 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know if this is going to work for everybody, but I am committed to continue to make these posts and film these posts, and in the hopes that maybe it will help somebody, or if anything, if you know of somebody that has this, at least you'd have some understanding on what they're going through. And I hope this continues to get better. I'm not out of it yet, but it is so much better now. And the reason is I believe that diet has been probably 90% of this. I radically changed my diet. I eliminated all sugars, all dairy, minimal amount, and probably should eliminate caffeine completely, and most grains and wheats. And basically I'm living on vegetables, high protein, grains, and fruits, of course. And then I have chosen not to go vegan. I'm still eating very, very lean meat and poultry and fish, and eggs to gain more protein, and supplementing with vitamins also. The combination of these things has made it so that I can actually, in fact, I'm still in somewhat disbelief that I don't hurt right now. I can sit here and it's been 8 minutes and 17 seconds and honestly say I don't need to have to get up and walk around right now just to get through it. It's huge. I don't know how to describe this. I hope it keeps working, and I hope I keep getting better, and I even hope more that maybe this will help somebody that feels desperate, because it takes you to some very dark places that I've never really been. And when you're in chronic pain, I'll share with you my own experiences that suicide does seem like an option, and it doesn't today. So bear with me. I'll share with you what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and how it's progressing. Or if it goes the other direction, I'll share that too. I don't know how often, but thanks for listening.